today. From Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Chicago Bears. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, now Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And, Charles, we get a look here at the key inactives. And I tell you what, a big list for being this early in the season.
If there's any silver lining at all, you're hoping you can get these guys back, and now you'll play well down the stretch with them. But what you're also hoping is that the guys who have to play for them, the next man up mentality kicks in, and those guys take care of business.
Carr completes it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball out of the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing the 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big
time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 14. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Oh, he shifts past him. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 22 carries, 85 yards.
That's a good start to the season. They got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started, and they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Jacobs. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
They'll run with Jacobs. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Carlson is good, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Being chased out left. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll bring up a 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Second down at 5. They will run David Montgomery. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And this will be a Bears first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Montgomery on the counter. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A give. This is Montgomery. He gets away from 1, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
From the 50, here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. first down. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
After one on EA Sports. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good possession, 1st and 10. It's a jet sweep. This is Renfro. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Second and 4. Carr now to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Carr. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Here's Jacobs. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. His second rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second and 8 coming up. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Here's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air. That's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter. Second down at 4. Shotgun now for Carr. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's got this down to the 35.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
The Raiders on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. It's caught. Smith. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now Waller going to have a chance to run this. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing his car on third down. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And they'll get this down to the 10.
That's a letdown defensively because they had them stacked up 3rd and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing 1st and goal, looking to regroup.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
One more time with Jacobs. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This offense on third down today, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Here's Carr to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
2nd and 7. Now it's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Handoff comes to Montgomery. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Fields. Flush to his right. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Read option. Here's Montgomery. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. To throw is Fields. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
First down. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and 7, Fields. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Got an open man. It's Pringle. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Back to throw. Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Fields. The quick slant caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Down to a field goal. David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. The final shot here before half for Carr. And incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started up at Lambeau. Denver in town to take on Green Bay. And it's the Packers who have the lead in that one. A touchdown pass there for Jordan Love. From there, let's get over to Arizona to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. Deebo Samuel, a touchdown reception. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. The Falcons using that home crowd to get the victory there after the loss on opening weekend. In our game, it's been the play of Derek Carr that's led the way. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Fields now to throw.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Four yards remain for 2nd down. Fields.
Flushed out right.
Now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. Running left, Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
From the 39, Fields. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Here's Fields. Buying time to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On second down, Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears have taken the lead. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. The touchdown, Bass to kick it away. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And the Raiders come up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Carr. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there. Only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 38, Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of the play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A run with Jacobs there on first down, but he'll manage only a yard or two at best. Second down coming up.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Meanwhile, Carr's throw taken in by Adams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 35.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
On 2nd and a yard, Carr. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, an 8-yard touchdown run. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Carlson on for the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Chicago offense set to get started. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
They'll run on first down. Herbert, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run the counter. It's Montgomery. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Clock in zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go, defense. Let's get on the field, defense. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Hey,
To throw on 3rd down. Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Running for it, Montgomery. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Fields. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on third down. From the gun, Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. Onto the field now come the Bears. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a first down throw, Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
56. Mike, 56. Right there.
Back to throw. Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On 2nd down now, it's Montgomery. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 62 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
On first down, it's Fields. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A give. This is Montgomery. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Fields. And the Raiders have got him. Solomon Thomas drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 18. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Off play action, Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move,
Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To throw again on second down. Fields in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Bilal Nichols gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. On 1st down, it's Jacobs. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running it with Jacobs. Credit the tackle to Isaac Yido. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw is Carr. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Las Vegas, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.